she'll walk either to the right or to the left. It'll make sense when she's doing the first one. All right, so we are talking about career readiness today, and we wanted you to start thinking about what professional environment you want to be in with this activity. So you'll go to the right if you want to be in our artistic environment, or if you want to be in a corporate environment. And if you don't know, more than welcome to stay in the middle. All right, awesome. Looks like we didn't have any decided. Okay, awesome. All right, does anyone want to share why they picked the side they did? You want to start off?
I'll share. So I did a co-op at a very very conservative company. Like, you always had to come in with business casual, and you had your casual Fridays where you could wear jeans. But I liked being able to wear a shirt and shorts to work. And I've heard so many of my friends say that they do that. I'm so jealous. So it's kind of why I'm leaning towards the artistic side.
Alrighty, excellent reason. Yes.
I don't know what an artistic environment would look like, but I feel like it would stress me out.
Alright, makes sense. What we meant by that is just a creative environment, more casual, where corporate would be kind of very structured, big business kind of thing. Maybe artistic is on a smaller scale. Alrighty, so with that, we'll move on to the next one. And I'll explain this one a little bit more. Alright, so work attire. So West Coast business casual was, like it said, business casual, kind of relaxed clothing, maybe not a suit every day. And then East business formal was very tie, pantsuit, heels kind of thing. Yeah. I really understand that.
Seems like we're all on the same page here.
Yeah. Does anyone want to share? I think they have a unique idea about this.
I'll be double.
I used to live on the West Coast, and I love the laid-back atmosphere. As you can see, I wear sneakers all the time, so it's much more comfortable.
Definitely. And for me, I can't even study in like jeans or something. Like, I have to be in like yoga pants just to get the ideas going. But definitely you want to be comfortable and you want to be able to really get down to business. Why?
Okay, so I'm going to completely contradict what I just said. And this is because I've talked to people about this. And so I've heard people say that, putting on professional attire kind of sets the tone for the environment at work. And so people are under the impression that you get more work done if you're already in that professional mindset. And you hear clothes make the man or woman or whoever. So.
Definitely. All right. So this one. So social interaction. So this kind of goes back to when you're working on projects or something your boss wants done. Would you rather get it done by yourself and just kind of have that range to do what you want to do with it, or would you want to collaborate with others with it and get other people's ideas and permission to do stuff?
No, it doesn't have to be one or the other.
Yes.
If you're 75% by yourself, then for 75% work with other people, you go to the corresponding side.
Absolutely, let's go.
Wait. Me personally, I'm interested in what people in the middle have to say about this one, kind of where you guys are thinking about this. So anybody want to share?
I think you can be really focused by yourself and be really passionate about something, but gaining other perspectives is really how you gain insight that you never would alone. So I guess the best of both worlds is right here.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know for me personally, I think better when I'm brainstorming with other people. That's what I really like doing, is kind of getting that creative feel. Does anyone who likes to work by themselves like to say anything? Have any comments why you chose that side?
Well, I want to go to dental school, so I want to be my own boss, kind of. So, I don't know. I know you're working with assistants and hygienists and stuff like that, but I just kind of want to be the top dog.
Oh, absolutely. I have an uncle who's been through so many jobs, and finally he had to decide he works better with himself, and now he has his own landscaping company. So it's definitely depending on who you want to answer to. Do you want to work with other people, or do you just want free range to kind of do what you want? Anybody from this side want to add on to anything we said? Why you picked your side? Yep. So that's the end of that activity. Thank you everyone who participated and getting up and doing that. And this was just giving an idea of kind of all the aspects of being a professional, being career readiness, thinking about what you want to work in, what you want to wear to work, what environment, and then who do you want to work with. All kind of go with that idea of being career ready.
Awesome. So you all seem to have a really clear idea of what kind of careers you're interested in, which is really great. I think often we kind of use career as a noun, so we think of it as a career in education or a career in engineering, but typically how we're going to be talking about it is kind of as a journey, so the process of to get to where you want to be. So it's not simply just a job, but it's a long journey over time. And basically, a career doesn't have to be in a single industry, it doesn't have to be one particular thing, it can be interdisciplinary and it can evolve over time. So you can kind of add new things to your career. So a good example would be Steve Jobs. He created like a huge company that we all know and love. Well, most of us know and love. But he had a lot of experience with typography, which helped him in his career, like a focus on design and art. The other thing that we want to kind of keep in mind is that typically a lot of times our goals are similar. We actually want a career that is financially secure, it's fulfilling for us, and it like gives us a sense of purpose and success, like the feeling of success, whatever that standard might be. So when we're defining career readiness, it's basically the idea that you're going to have three main competencies. Your academic skills, which is what we've been kind of preparing ourselves for our entire lives, right? From elementary school to middle school to college, you're basically gaining this sense of academic skills, so you're able to write clearly and coherently, you're able to do math, you know, things like algebra, you know, kind of follow up with you throughout life. And then employability skills. So these are the things that you're learning at programs like Launch. So you're learning professionalism today, you might learn how to make a resume, you might learn how to, you know, talk and use your time effectively. These are all things that will allow you to be a great, an employable person, not just have the academic, you know-how. And then there's your technical skills. So these are things that you're going to need in your particular field, in your particular industry to kind of comprehend and to actually apply when you're in your actual role. The career-ready person that we are trying to kind of guide you all into becoming today, I'm sure many of you are career-ready, but you're definitely wanting to learn more skills, is adaptable and flexible because we have a constantly changing economy. I mean, a lot of us are millennials, and we are expected to be an age group that will have multiple different jobs in a lifetime in our careers. And so you have to be able to be adaptable and to, you know, use your past experiences to build onto greater new ones. There's also a commitment to lifelong learning, which I think you all are exhibiting today because you're here. You know, this is voluntary, but it shows that you are interested in learning new things and acquiring new information, and hopefully you'll be able to use this, not just in your personal life, but maybe in your professional life. And then there's the mastery of your actual field. So we're all getting degrees, and when you leave your GED classes and you specialize, you're learning to master whatever you're majoring in, and that is so important in becoming a career-ready person. So we all gave you these really strange gingerbread men, and what I want you all to do is to draw out or write down words that pop out to you when you think of the word professional. So what does this person look like? How do they dress? What kind of skills do they have? Kind of think about what a professional is to you, because this is really important in becoming the kind of career-ready person you want to be, and not just, you know. So I'm going to give you a few minutes, then I'll show you my artwork, Mona Lisa.
And this is kind of like what you, kind of the professional you want to be, like what do you think a professional looks like, what do they wear, what tools they have, do they have a magnifying glass, stethoscope, just, yeah, anything you want. Did anyone not get one? Is that like a necklace or? It's really like school travel is just. Yeah, I'm not an artist, so don't worry.
So that's what I know. Yeah, I think it's the word professional.
She's adorable. Did you really like her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything's last. But
And trust me, we're not expecting masterpieces. Like, I can draw stick figures, so no judgment.
I'm personally excited. Art.
So,
Oh, I like that a lot. I like the smile.
like fun.
Mhm.
I like Chris Bond.
Are those shades?
Yeah.
or-
Yeah, those are hater blockers.
I like that a lot.
Sure, that's what you got. Is that a tattoo? That's what you
This is over.
That's good. That's good. That's a good start. Cool.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't know when to cut it off because it's like, I don't know, it goes right to the foot, so. Part of your leg.
So I'm going to open up and be vulnerable and share my professional with you all. This is her. Her name is Margaret. She has a big brain. Don't confuse that for bangs. So she's very intelligent. She has her eyes wide open, so she's alert. She's constantly, knowing what's going on in her firm and in the world in general. She has her phone, so she's also connected to technology. She knows how to use it appropriately. She's kind. She's always smiling. She's happy. She has a professional degree, yes, an MBA. And she's wearing a suit, which I think is very cool. That's why I was kind of in the middle towards business formal, business casual. Yeah, that's my idea when I think of professional. That's what comes to my mind. What about you all? Anyone want to volunteer their beautiful gingerbread professional?
Saw a couple really good ones. Okay.
So, my dude has a suit jacket on, you know that thing? A tie, a collared shirt, and he has on his face tattooed business professional and conservative attire.
Nice, nice. Okay. We all obviously have different ideas of what a professional is. Anyone else? Want to volunteer? You're shy. Okay. All right. Go.
Okay, so we've talked about this concept of career readiness in general, because throughout your career you want to exhibit these career readiness skills and competencies. But now we're going to narrow it a little bit, focus on the student exiting college and going into the workplace or going into an internship. And so these same skills still apply, right? Academic, employability, and technical skills. And we want to ask ourselves, what do employers say that you all need, right? So this is a little diagram of various experiences that professionals would be more likely to consider if these experiences were on your resume, professionals would be more likely to consider you. So for example, at the top is internship or apprenticeship with a company or organization, and 94% of professionals said that they were at least somewhat more likely to consider someone if they had that experience. So 94%, that's almost all employers. So, and then just some other experiences on here. Senior thesis project, significant writing courses, oral written communication, we'll talk about that later. Research project done collaboratively with peers, service learning, a field project, and a study abroad program. So, can anybody think of any other experiences that may look good on a resume or that an employer may want to see? Has anybody done a co-op? Has anybody done an internship? All right, that's good. So there you, that's that top line. Is anybody thinking about study abroad? Cool. So that kind of just shows that you're culturally aware. So these are just examples of experiences that employers are looking for. And so what do you think those, wait a second. What do you think those experiences, why do employers want to see these kinds of experiences? Why would an employer be interested in a study abroad program if you're going to be working within the US, for example? Any ideas?
Shows that you can work with different kinds of people.
Right, so showing that you can work with different kinds of people in different group settings, that's good. Why do you think significant, I kind of gave this answer earlier, why do you think multiple courses involving some significant writing would be helpful? Any idea?
Well, I recently had a job interview. I did well on the job interview, and then the next portion of the interview process was actually a test on my grammar skills. And it's for like this kind of tech company. It's a marketing job, not necessarily like writing or editing or anything. But they tested me on that because they wanted me to be able to write coherently and write well when I'm speaking to their different partners, their other businesses they work with. So yeah, writing is really important because other people judge you on your ability to communicate clearly, whether it be through words or through actual writing.
Right. So, right. So we talk about this idea of transferable skills, where these experiences equip you with certain skills that allow you to perform in the workplace, even if they're not immediately applicable. And so we're going to talk about a little bit about these transferable skills and the gap. And I don't mean the clothing line or the gap at the train station. I'm talking about the gap between what students say are the skills they have versus what employers think the students have in terms of their skill level. And what you can see is that students consistently rank their personal skills above what employers think they have and what they perceive them to have. Why do you think that may be? Why do students rank themselves higher than what employers do? For chocolate.
Bribery.
Okay, well, I'll give you the answer. At least what I think. I think the reason that employers rank students lower and students rank themselves higher is because employers have more experience in the workplace. They've seen people exhibit all these different skills, and they have seen these skills applied in different situations. So they know what the extent of oral communication, who is a good oral communicator, what good written communication is, what good critical or analytical thinking skills are. And students maybe have not had that life experience in the workplace to be able to understand fully what those skills are. And that is why we're here today, is to equip you with the knowledge of these skills so that you can build them up. So really quickly, if you could pull out your phones and go to this URL, we're gonna just really quickly, I guess the question at hand is, what kind of experiences have you had